an activity based on motion. So the activity is how to determine the direction of motion of a body which is moving in a circular path. For this, you need a strong thread about 1 meter and an eraser. Now, how will you proceed? The procedure for this activity is, first step is tie the eraser at one end of a piece of thread of length about 70 to 80 centimeter. So for this activity, you need to take a thread of 70 to 80 centimeter long and you have to tie an eraser at one end of this thread. Now hold the thread at the other end and move the eraser fast in such a way that it describes a circular path. So you have to move the thread keeping it in your hand in such a way that it forms a circular path. Now next step is release the thread from your hand. What do you observe? In which direction the eraser moves when it is released? You all might have done this activity several times while playing. So what do you observe when you release the thread from your hand? Now repeat the activity by releasing the eraser at different positions of the circular path and note down the direction in which it moves now. Does the direction in which the eraser moves remain the same in each case? So you have to release the eraser at different positions and you have to note down in which direction the eraser moves. And does the direction in which eraser moves remain same in each case? Try doing this activity in a safe open space and identify the direction of motion of the eraser. Now observations. What have you learnt from this activity? When a body moves in a circular path, its direction of motion changes at every point. You will notice that the direction of motion of the eraser changes at every point in order to keep it in a circular path. The direction of motion of the eraser will change at every point to keep it in the circular track. And also we will notice that at any point the direction of motion is along the tangent to the circle at that point. Now we should learn what is a tangent. Tangent is any line that touches the circle at single point only. So in this activity you will notice that when the object moves in a circular track, in order to keep it in the circular track, the direction of motion of the object will change at every point and the direction of motion will be along the tangent. Tangent is a line that touches the circle at single point only. Now last step is extension. Now change the length of the thread and repeat the activity. Do you find any change in the direction of motion of the eraser? Now you have to change the length of the thread. Either you have to increase the length or decrease the length, and you have to repeat the same activity. That is, you have to tie the eraser at one end and you have to rotate the eraser, making it a circular path. Do you find any change in the direction of motion of the eraser? And you will notice that there is no change in the direction of the eraser. In this time also, the eraser will change its direction to keep it in a circular track, and also the direction of motion will be along the tangent. So with this activity we learn that when a body moves in a circular path, its direction of motion changes at every point, and also at any point the direction of motion is along the tangent to the circle at that point, irrespective of its length. No matter what the length of the string is, the direction of motion of the object will always be along the tangent. Tangent is a line that touches the circle at single point. Hope it is clear to you. Thank you. See you in the